All right?
No, it's fine.
Felicity, you better sit on some chair. Be careful. Are you all right? Yes, yes, it's all right. Be careful. Experts, eh? All right. So should we start now? It's all right? Are we focused us?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
Forgive me, now and then I'll turn away and look at the time. I'll just be checking.
Could I for some? It's all right.
Someplace where this.
That's fine now.
Or an extension, if you have an extension cord, that would work too.
Do you want to just hold a watch?
That'd be perfectly all right too, if I could borrow a watch from somebody. Okay. This is nice.
It's a digital one, I'm afraid. It might not be so good.
That's all right, 10:14. I'm not going to be on camera, so I can look at the watch and do all sorts of things.
You can do what you like. You're free.
Just gonna jingle it around.
Ticks too loudly.
Don't roll yet. Are you rolling?
Just like
I'm setting up.
Hmm?
Just resetting up.
Good. Is the telephone off the hook?
Yes, it is.
The little one may start crying.
That'd be nice. That'd be a nice sound.
Neck. You must look after the neck of the baby. That's the Vishuddhi, yeah. That's the little motherhood.
So about 50 minutes, we'll make the interview about 50 minutes long.
All right.
50.
Okay.
I will answer in short, would be better.
Whatever you feel like.
No, because how many questions you'll ask depends
I
on.
don't know. Depends on how long your answers are.
I can go on. It's all spontaneous.
So 10:20. If we started at 10:20, what time would 50 minutes later be?
10:70.
You better keep it facing for me.
So 11. So if we start at 10:20, then if we finish at 11:10, that's 50 minutes.
That's right.
Okay.
50 minutes will do.
It's a- Yes,
It
ma'am.
could be long then.
Okay, we can roll. We can start rolling, please. Mataji, in order to understand the process of realization, which is very complicated and almost has a kind of scientific discipline to it, but first maybe you could say a word about the goal in order to anchor our discussion. So could you say something about the highest realization, what the goal of this entire process is?
The goal of this process is, to begin with, we should say, is to become the spirit. The spirit is the reflection of our Creator, the God Almighty in our heart, which is the collective being within us. Now, of course, this is all a theory for you, and you can say an hypothesis, but it's a fact and can be found out. After you get your self-realization, you feel the manifestation of the spirit in your nervous system, in your conscious mind. This is the goal, to begin with. You see, if you talk of the very higher things, it could be confusing. So the first is self-realization. That is the first goal.
You said that the spirit, you defined the spirit as the reflection of God Almighty in the heart.
Yes, please.
What do you mean by God Almighty?
God Almighty is the one who is everything. He is the one who is the creator. He is the one who has desired to create, the one who can destroy if he has no desires left, and he is the one who gives us sustenance, who gives us this evolution by which we have become human beings. He is the entire thing. It is all his play.
I was under the impression that the Kundalini was Mother Kundalini, and that this energy was feminine, and now you refer to the divine as he.
Yes, he is divine and she is also divine. Both could be divine. But he is the one who is the witness of the play of his desire. And his desire is the primordial Kundalini, is the primordial mother, is the Holy Ghost as they call it. And she is reflected within us as the Kundalini. When this reflection, that is the Kundalini, meets the reflection that is the spirit, then the yoga takes place, then the union takes place.
What was the divine doing before it created anything?
It was sleeping. It was complete silence, and then it awoke. When it is awakened, a creation is created out of his power. But he is just the witness.
Is the goal to participate in the divine play or to return to the complete silence?
First is to get into that play, to become one with the whole. That is the first goal, as I said.
And you don't think it would be helpful to speak about anything beyond that?
Just now, it can be dangerous, you see.
This is difficult for people in the West who don't understand the idea of a secret teaching that unfolds as a person develops. They over here, we think that we can hear everything all at once.
You see, it is a living process. And in the West, I don't know how many have studied living processes. Living process is never like that. First the seed, then the roots, then the tree, then the leaves, and then the flowers, and then the fruit. See? So it is a living process. Now we are human beings at the stage when we are flowers. Now we have to become the fruits. Then the fruit has to grow. Once we understand living process, we can understand why we have to first get self-realization. That's why Buddha did not talk of God, because if you talk of God, it's too far-fetched. So better to talk of self-realization first, he thought, because if you talk of something abstract, then people get fizzled out.
So, as a spiritual mother, you teach your children and show them how to become one with the entire cosmic play.
Yes, first of all, to become your microcosm should become one with the macrocosm. First feel that, first understand that, and then grow into it.
Now, how do your disciples or your spiritual children do this? It's obviously not just a matter of philosophy, about thinking about it. How do they proceed along the path?
As I said, it's a living process, and for living process you cannot do anything about it. It's spontaneous. But as in the living process, you have seen that if you have to sprout a seed, you have to put it to the Mother Earth. And the Mother Earth has the capacity to sprout it spontaneously. You don't have to do anything about it. In the same way, if I am the Mother Earth, if you put your hands towards me, you can get your realization. It's very simple. But once you get realization, you can also give realization to others by raising their kundalini, because from your hand that divine power starts flowing. For the first time after realization, you start feeling the divine power. Many things happen, though I said it's slow, but it's very fast. It's so fantastic and so dynamic that even self-realization is difficult to contain.
Many spiritual traditions, though, talk about spiritual cultivation. If you just put a seed in the earth and just leave it to chance, many unfortunate things can happen. Are there any disciplines or protections that your students engage in? For instance, of dietary restrictions or formal meditation or different practices?
I don't think you need it anymore. You have done it in previous lives now. You have had enough of it. You don't need any more now. What you need is your realization. The trouble is, we must also understand that the creation of God is, the epitome is the human race, and it is on the brink of its destruction. So the divine itself has taken steps to see that forgive everything. Now just get them realized. You see. It's like emergency, you can say, or the last judgment has started, or the resurrection time as described by Muhammad Sahib has started. He has precisely even said that your hands will speak, what Sahaja Yoga is doing. It's all described also by many saints thousands of years back, the seers who have described the coming of Sahaja Yoga in those days.
So you feel that you have experienced, or you have the vision that the human race is living in the last days, in a time of unusual cosmic emergency and flowering.
Of course, no doubt about it. Without that, they would not take to God also. This is something with human beings. Unless until they are put to that kind of a frantic condition, they just don't look at things.
But haven't human beings almost always felt that way? I mean, hasn't there always been a frantic condition? Haven't spiritual teachers, most of them, always warned people that there's not much time left and that they're living in the last days?
I don't think they did that way, because most of them said that this will happen. They always talked of future. All the prophets have talked of the future of this time. Even William Blake, who came 100 years back, has talked about it. Everybody has talked about this time, that this blossom time will come. And that is the time many flowers will become fruits. And it is why precarious? Because at that time, it's a very delicate time. At the time when you are flowers, it's easy to destroy.
It's beautiful that you call it a blossoming time. I mean, many people who predict the doomsday would call this a time of great destruction, but you're calling it a time of blossoming.
Yes, first the blossom, then the doom. The blossom, because you have to become the fruits. And once you have become the fruits, the rest is useless, is thrown away. So that you can call as a doomsday. But first God must give you complete chance to be the flowers, to be the fruits. Isn't it? In His compassion.
The students who gather around you, as you call them, your spiritual children, are they of different levels of capacity, or can all of them receive this realization and transmit it to others?
All of them. All of them can receive. As long as you are a human being, you can get realization. But they are sometimes very complicated people. They have had attacks, they have had physical problems, mental problems, emotional problems. They are a special category. Of course, there are some people who are a special category. Maybe you may not find that seeking in some people. But once you have established quite a number of people who are realized souls, the others will follow them.
So you feel that just being human itself, just having the human soul and the human body is enough for realization?
Enough for realization.
Is that somewhat different than traditional Indian teaching?
It is not different, but I am different, I think. Perhaps I am endowed with something special that I can do it in a better way, perhaps.
So the karmic process of reincarnation and gradual preparation is being speeded up.
Very much. But it was long time back when Christ came in. Actually, nobody told us that Christ has come in India. That's the confusion about. The way they represented Christ was not like that. Christ came on this earth. His name is Mahavishnu in the Indian scriptures, and he was to come to suck our sins and our karmas. And he's placed in a center called Agya Chakra, the last center here, sixth, before entering into the, we can say, the kingdom of God. This center was the most important one where Christ himself established. And if he is awakened, he sucks in your karmas. This is already promised in all the Indian scriptures. They were waiting for this Mahavishnu to come. But the missionaries who went with the guns in the one hand and the Bible in the other, they never understood Christ. You see, I don't know what they were talking. And the way they talked about Christ, nobody could believe that it was Mahavishnu. But now when I told them it was Mahavishnu, they are all changed. Of course, that was Christ and he was Mahavishnu. He's already come, so you don't have to suffer. There is nothing like karmas. In Sahaja Yoga, if you can raise your Kundalini up to that, and if Christ is awakened, he sucks it for you. He's done it already. He's died for us, for this purpose only. It's a special type of a very special incarnation of the divine vibrations itself. I mean, he is an abstract God who came on this earth. Tremendous personality, it was created. It's all written down.
What was your spiritual training as a young woman? What was your family background, and when did you feel that, when did you experience that there may have been something special given to you spiritually?
Oh, I am very ancient, so I knew all about it since my birth.
So since babyhood, you
Yes,
had a
I was
feeling.
quite, I knew all these things very well.
Was there a particular time that it became active in you? Was there an experience of being called to your mission?
You see, I took birth in a Christian family, and my father was a very learned man. He knew 14 languages in Sanskrit and all that he knew. My mother was another very learned lady, and they were very dharmic, you can call them, very religious and good people. And when I was born, my father himself told me that you have to find out a mass media, a media by which you can give realization to masses. Because if you start talking about God or doing anything like that, you'll form another Bible or thing like that. People may crucify you or do something like that. So if it becomes a mass thing, which I knew I was to do, but he also realized it, then only the solution is there. So you work it out in such a way that you enter in a subtle way into the human beings and try to find out what are their problems and permutations and combinations of the problems and how one can overcome it and how the Kundalini can work out in a mass way. So I worked it out. I went to all these fake gurus and all these masters so-called to find out what do they do and how they work it out. I worked very hard. And then a day came when I thought, now this is the time.
So at what point in your life did you actually begin teaching, taking students, or actually transmitting spirituality?
Actually, in 1970, on the 5th of May, this Sahasrara, the last, you can say, the opening took place. And after that, I started. But I had only one disciple for some days. Like that, gradually it moved on.
I could tell that you were speaking about in Christian terms in an unusual way. I could sense that you weren't speaking just as an ordinary Hindu. I mean, it's interesting that you were born in a Christian family.
Of course. I'm Hindu, Christian, everything.
And you refer to Muhammad Sahib, I think, too.
Yes, I was with him also. What to do? I was with all of them.
So in previous lifetimes, you've
You know,
been
with all of them.
companions with
Yes,
those.
yes, with all of them, you see. I've witnessed all that. That's how I'm such an expert on human beings, I think.
The thing which I find remarkable about the way you're transmitting spiritual energy is that you, or the awakening of spiritual energy, is that your students tell me that they also become able to awaken the spiritual energy of another person.
That should be the criteria for everyone, isn't it? If you do not get anything out of your guru, what's the use of having such a guru there who just takes your money, does no work for you and gives you nothing? So what's the use of giving all the time? You must get some return.
But in the past, great teachers have had only a few disciples who were strong enough to also awaken the spiritual energy of other people. It was
Yes.
enough. It was enough for them just to be able to transform themselves. Where it takes great strength not only to transform yourself, but to become an ocean liner for other people to
Yes,
cross
that's
over
true.
the ocean.
But that is always in nature also. If you see there's only one flower on a tree, then there are sometimes two, then there are 10, then there is a blossom time. You see, the time is such, at this time I have come, and maybe something about me also, which one should discover after realization, isn't it?
Are your mother and father still living?
No, they are no more now. I am myself 60 years of age.
You look so young. I heard.
That's a camouflage. My daughter is 34 now, elder daughter. And I have grandchildren.
When we were in India recently, we were fortunate enough to meet with Ananda Mai Ma, and I just heard that she passed away a couple of months ago.
But what good did she do? You see, what I'm saying, you should see to these people. She actually got hold of all the bureaucrats of India. I must tell you the facts as they are. And the bureaucrats, all those, recently I had one, her disciple, who was a patient of angina, high blood pressure. I mean, one can't understand that with the spiritual life, how can you have high blood pressure? It cannot go hand in hand. A person who is a realized soul must have a low blood pressure, a peaceful personality, isn't it? This is how all her disciples come to me with some trouble, mostly with kidney troubles, with heart troubles. I can't understand. She couldn't even look after their health. What was she doing? At least the health of your children should be all right, isn't it? You call yourself Ma. What do you do as Ma? Is a mother. At least look after your health. If a mother can't look after the health of children, I think she's good for nothing.
Are there any spiritual masters in India today that you respect, that you feel are?
Oh, there are many of them. Many of them. They come and see me, but they live in the hidings, I should call that. There are many. I asked one of them to come here. He ran away in 3 days from New York, believe me. Really, it was too much for him. He said, I don't know, Mother, how are you there? He said, after 12 years you tell me to go there, not now. He couldn't come. He couldn't stay here. He said, they don't understand spirituality. They only understand dollars. So it's impossible for him. They have no patience. One thing I've seen, they have no patience with human beings. They're cut off, perhaps, too much. But they are true. They are true, it's no doubt. They are not in the market. They have suffered. One of them suffered so much. His legs were paralyzed, his hands were broken, and he does not know how to go about, so he has one tiger. On the tiger he writes, because he says it's better to be on the tiger, so at least human beings are afraid of the tiger. We have many.
Since you are a master of Kundalini, I would be interested to know what your feeling about Sri Ramakrishna and Sarada Devi is. Sri Ramakrishna was a kind of spontaneous master of Kundalini.
Who, Ramakrishna Paramahansa? Not at all. Where was he? He gave realization to no one, did he? He never gave any realization to anyone. How was he master of Kundalini? He just played about with everything. You just listen to him, what he says. I will say Raman Maharshi was, because he talked of the self. But when did he? Ramakrishna was never. He was always in separation. A person who is in separation is not a realized soul. It's a simple test. Anybody who thinks, oh God, when will you meet me? That means he is not a realized soul. Supposing I am in New York, I am not going to say, when am I reaching New York? If I am in New York, I am in New York. You see, you must use your brains in judging all the gurus. Ramakrishna, I would not call him. He was a devotee of Devi, is all right. That was all right. But he was not realized soul. If he was a realized soul, why was he crying and weeping and shouting and dancing?
Mataji, thank you very much. I'm very honored to talk to you, but I think we should go.
They are enamored by Ramakrishna now. What to do? What has Ramakrishna given to anyone? Just look at that.
In all respect and love to God.
No, my child, you must understand, the people of Ramakrishna are suffering from cancer today. He suffered from cancer himself. This is the trouble with these people. It's better you are on the tape. Just tell me. Now what has Ramakrishna? He himself suffered from cancer. Now I cannot tell them the truth. And Ramakrishna, master of Kundalini, whom did he give realization? Why are they so false? They are not honest people. Now what am I to tell them? Should I tell them the truth or not? You tell them.
It has to be the truth.
Huh?
It has to be the truth.
This is it. You see, they don't want to face the truth. They are dishonest. I mean, Ramakrishna has done no good. Their people are suffering from cancer today. They are identified.
I went to the ashram.
Huh?
They're all sick. I went to an ashram where
You tell him. You
everyone
tell him
was
that I was there and why did you? You see, they were all sick people.
all left side.
All left-sided, they have got cancers. What are they doing? Why don't they understand these people? That taking part is all right. He was a follower of Goddess, all right. I didn't say anything against, but he was not a realized soul. Definitely he was crying. It's a fact. When you read it, he looks like a sick man himself. He died of cancer. Let it be now what to do. I mean, it's impossible with these people. They are dishonest. They are dishonest people.
But you can publish it,
Hmm?
Mother. In this case, he may walk out, but you can publish it. A magazine will publish everything you said and be very glad to have the article because people will read what they cannot stand the minute they get the impact of it. But they will read it and it will sink in and prepare the way by the written word.
Yes, it's a fact. What I told you is a fact. You can read him. He's just crying all the time, where is my mother, where is my mother? What is there to follow a man who is not in realization? How can I support a wrong thing? What does it, it's nice to say good things about people to get them more into it, but he cannot say this about Ramakrishna because people are suffering too much. They are sick, all of them are sick people, you go and see them. Because there are doctors, they want the doctors to prosper, so they have to create sick people. If he had waited, I would have told him he should go and see what's happening to the Ramakrishna people. And first thing they get is cancer of the throat. He just walked off, see, he couldn't bear it.
There are many who want to know the truth.
All right, doesn't matter.
There
So,
are many.
what is he? He was going to give it on the TV or something? Huh?
Radio.
Oh, it's all right because he's frightened. He should say it. He will not now. He doesn't want to have it.
There is a very strong attachment and feeling for the people that were a part of that particular lineage, and he's invested a great deal of devotion in the direction of that activity. So,
In where?
To Sri Ramakrishna and other people that have come after him. You know, and
That's it. He must understand he was not a realized soul, you see. Give him a bandhan. Let him realize it. He was not a realized soul, you see, because people are sick.
Actually, Mother, I was
You
very
should have
surprised
told
at
me
this
about
thing.
it.
When I first met him, it was a couple of years ago, and he looked like a fellow in his early 20s.
Huh?
He looked like a fellow in his early 20s when I met him just a couple of years ago, and I was amazed to see him. At the
He's
front
look
door.
at him.
I saw.
He looks
I
sick.
couldn't believe that he changed so. I don't know how old he is, but he looked, you know.
Imagine he said, I look so young. What about Ramakrishna himself? He used to look a haggard, old, dying man. This is the way they are identified. They are not honest. They should be honest. That's the main thing. They are not honest people. You see, the strength is honesty. If you don't have that strength within you of honesty, you cannot stand the truth. That's the point. You may telephone and tell him this, that you see there's nothing to be so upset about it, because what mother says is true. We have patients from him. Mother is curing them. She has to cure. He's not coming down here to cure people. Himself is sick. I didn't say anything. I mean, if you can again say what is going on, just see. What did I say exactly about Ramakrishna? Let's see it. This is nothing bad. I didn't say he's a bad man or anything. But he was not a realized soul, he was a fact.
But they have deified him.
Hmm?
They have deified him in a way. They
The
follow
person
him.
who is a realized soul must have a low blood pressure, a peaceful personality, isn't it? This is how all her disciples come to me, with some trouble, mostly with kidney troubles, with heart troubles. I can't understand. She couldn't even look after their health. What was she doing? At least the health of your children should be all right, isn't it? You call yourself Ma. And what you do as Ma is a mother. At least look after your health. If a mother can't look after the health of children, I think she's good for nothing.
Are there any spiritual masters in India today that you respect, that you feel are?
Oh, there are many of them. Many of them. They come and see me, but they live in the heights, I should call that. They have many. I asked one of them to come here. He ran away in 3 days from New York. Believe me, really, it was so much fun. He said, I don't know, Mother, how are you there? He said, after 12 years you tell me to go there, lockdown. He couldn't come. He couldn't stay here. He said they don't understand spirituality. They only understand dollars. It's impossible for him. They have no patience. One thing I've seen, they have no patience with human beings. They've cut off of their hands. But they are true. They are true. They are not in the market. They have suffered. One of them suffered so much. His legs were paralyzed. His hands were broken. And he does not know how to go about, so he has one tiger. On the tiger he rides. Because he says it's better to be on the tiger, so at least human beings are afraid of the tiger. They have many.
Since you are a master of Kundalini, I would be interested to
Just
know
loudly.
your feeling about Sri Ramakrishna and Sarada Devi. It is. Sri Ramakrishna was a kind of a spontaneous master of Kundalini.
Who, Ramakrishna Paramahansa?
Mm.
Not at all. When was? He gave realization to no one, did he? He never gave any realization to anyone. How was he master of Kundalini? He just played about with everything. You just listen to him, what he says. I will say Raman Maharshi was, because he talked of the self. But when did he? Ramakrishna was never. He was always in separation. A person who is in separation is not a realized soul. It's a simple test. Anybody who sings, oh God, when will you meet me? That means he is not a realized soul. Supposing I am in New York, I am not going to say, when am I reaching New York? If I am in New York, I am in New York. You see, you must use your brains in judging all the gurus. Ramakrishna, I would not call him. He was a devotee of Devi, is all right. That was all right. But he was not realized soul. If he was a realized soul, why was he crying and weeping and shouting and dancing?
Thank you very much.
I'm very honored to talk to you, but I think we should go.
What did he say?
I'm honored to have spoken to you, but we have to go. He's afraid.
And he left at 10:47. 10:40, I think.
Mother, when you have time, I have an interview all written.
Hmm?
When you have time, I have an interview all written. We'll put it on a tape and we'll use it in the radio station in Boston.
Is it?
It's all done, and if they can tape it for me, then I'll have the answers on the tape.
All right. You would like to send this one, or you would like to have another one?
Perhaps both. The radio can.
You ask me other questions. I think.
Yes, I have my own questions.
Yes, one questions would be better. When should we do? You don't want to take a tape out of that?
Well, I can do it now if you want to do it now. If you want to rest, I can do it later.
No, why not have a tape? If you have to send it to Boston, then you'll have a tape ready.
I
If
may
they
get
want.
them to come down. I said I would call them as soon as you came and we knew how much time you had.
All right, we can do it now. It's good. We have more time to.
I thought it was a wonderful interview. I don't understand. You could be so friendly.
No. You see, he was trying to aiming at that, you see. But no, he came with that purpose. His void was horrid.
Yes.
His stomach was wobbling, completely wobbling. Poor fellow was nervous. He couldn't look at me.
No. And left Rishi and left Rajasthan.
It's a fact, whatever I'm saying. If the disciples are so very sick, he himself is sick, that woman is sick. When he'll get troubles, he'll come to me, I know.
You see, the problem, Mother, is that there are these people that have the ear of the public are targets. You see, major targets, and they're attacked regularly. You see, and what they think is spirituality is really something that is just invading them. In order to
Is
get-
what?
What they
Spirituality
think is spirituality, what they think is real, is just something that's invading them in order to get the ear of the public, in order to get the attention of the public. He has a very large listening audience, and so this, which is the mecca for the boots, in this world, but this country in particular, and perhaps his particular program is one voice that I would think the boots in the area want to have silenced, or at least under their control.
He got upset when I said I was Christian, I tell you. Because what Ramakrishna was, he was against Christians. And especially Vivekananda was very much against Christianity and Christians. And just to outwit them, he started this missionary work. See, in the Hindu religion, there is nothing like missionary work. It's called as the worst of all. It's the menial work. You see, it's not done by Brahmins, you see, this missionary work. Because the first concept is wrong, that somebody is the other, whom to emancipate. If you are the spirit, then you don't have to help anybody. It is just your part and parcel that you are helping. You see, so the whole idea is regarded as Shudra, is regarded as low. This is menial, according to Indian philosophy. See, and that's exactly started. Just like all the. If he had sat here, I would have told him all about it. He started this idea, this what's his name, Ramakrishna, of the missionary work. But the one who really gave it a shape was his disciple Vivekananda. He started missionary things and hospitals and this and that, all kinds of things. And horrible people they are extremely money-minded, extremely gregarious, all kinds of problems they have. There's no transformation, nothing. Whom did he transform? I mean, you must face it. This is the point. Now, if this person, he got upset because I said I was born in a Christian family, I can tell you. They couldn't take it. They are against Christ. All of them are against Christ. They don't believe in Christianity as Christ, this thing, take it from them. This is the reason. And is it a government radio he is operating?
No, it's a listener-sponsored radio.
His own.
Listener-sponsored. He works on the station. It's called WBAI.
Who owns them?
It's owned by the people that support it.
By the same people?
By the public.
By the
It's
public?
publicly maintained.
Is the public?
Yes, the public sends money in. The government gives a very, very small part, if anything.
Oh, sir,
now.
the public is doing it.
The public, yes.
Now it's a private man must be doing, somebody who must have put in the money. Must have started.
No, actually, they depend almost entirely on public contributions.
But who is, I mean, there must be somebody who is in charge in this and that.
But they have different managers.
You see, then you can write to them that this man is a follower of Ramakrishna, who was against Christianity, who was against Christ. And that's why when mother said it, he was upset. Why not write to them? You see, he must be having bosses also.
He has free hand in what kind of program.
Whatever it is, but you can point it out that he's biased. He's not open-minded. If he's doing public work...
Not in that sense. He has a strong support for Christianity, in mainline Christianity, as far as that's concerned. He's had several purely Christian figures, Catholic figures, as well as general Christian.
Then why was he, only because of Ramakrishna being criticized?
Yes.
So that means he cannot be a biased person. You see, in a democratic country, you should give a chance to everyone. He should have discussed instead of leaving.
In his mind, Ramakrishna is synonymous with a perfect incarnation of God.
All
He
right,
has-
whatever it is, but you can't use your mind for a public work. You see, you must give chance to everyone under a democratic country. It must be pointed out to the public somehow. You cannot, I mean, he cannot propagate Ramakrishna. He cannot put his ideas into my head. I mean, he is a public servant.
You both have equal rights.
Huh?
In that situation, you both have equal rights.
Equal rights. He is a public man. You see, if he is a public servant, he has no business. I think it should be pointed out to someone there, up there, who's above him. Who brought him here? You.
I did know that,
Huh?
yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
Where did you meet him?
I never did. I just knew that he ran a radio program for Seekers, so I called him up and asked him if he wanted to come interview you, and he said yes.
So you should go and see his superiors, and you should say he's having a thing for seekers. He is a person who doesn't take any money, has done so much good, and she's saying something sane. And this fellow just left. Is this the man who is doing good? Why not go see his superiors?
He's acting as a censor.
Huh?
Right.
He's censoring you.
Censoring the public.
Was it?
He's censoring you. He's acting as a
Cutting
censor.
people off from part of the truth. by
Yes.
His own
He's
prejudice.
censoring. Yes, that's the point. He's censoring.
Yeah.
He can't just do it. You see, you should all write.
Yes.
You are all citizens of this country.
Right.
You can all write.
We have a big group of them in Boston, and they're all sick. They have kidney troubles, they have hypoglycemia, they have almost every disease.
You should write.
The
You see,
women
why
as
not
well
say
as the
that?
men.
Why not write that I was present at the? Thank God you were all here. And mother was never said anything against him, but she said he was not a realized soul, and mother has a right to say that. And he just walked out. How can he do it? It's better. Pursue the matter. To bring him down. You see, he may believe into anything. You may believe into ghosts. So what? Everybody has a right to say what they want. This is a free country, or it's a... What sort of a country is
Oh,
this?
it's not. Yeah. If we had someone to introduce Mother, it would. Is the tape
All right.
ready?
Which,
I'll have
Tape,
some water.
But
for the other interview, yes, we can do it.
yes, but someone to introduce Mother, and then I could come after the introduction so that they know who Mother is. Or,
What do you say? Right? Anyone. Brian is all right because he's not from this country. It'd be a good idea. Brian could come. But he would be sitting here. All right. No, you sit here because he will have to go away, isn't he? After introducing. Or he can sit there just.
What would you like by way of introduction?
about Mother coming.
He's looking rather worried now. He gets very angry, you see. Because he's a journalist. That's why. You see why he's angry? Because his clan has misbehaved. But they are all like that, I must tell you. Horrible people. I mean, he's a journalist, he's a public man. He has no business to have his own opinion. You see, very bad journalism. You better get a letter from him. Very bad journalism. You cannot be biased, you have to be a witness. That means he's trying to attract every one of them to his clan. If you are upset, let Rustam say something. Rustam, you better introduce. He's looking so upset on his face. This journalist. Ha!
I thought it was good to see. They're so afraid. They're so afraid when they hear the truth. Because that's the reaction we've gotten in Boston. They're afraid when they hear the truth, especially about the false gurus.
That's
My,
तुम्हारा कोट पहन लो.
Yes. On the floor, on the right-hand side, by the door. I'll give you the introduction, and you can just add anything you want to it.
It seems, Mother, this is this is typical in the sense that the usual outlets, the usual newspapers and so on, are really primarily interested in those areas of power and money. That is really what...
That I can understand. That I can understand.
That is the area that I think we've got to move into.
No, that I can understand, but I can't understand this.
That's what I was going to say. This is the other... where
You see, you cannot have your own ideas and your own identifications so much that you cannot bear anything else.
It seems that people are placed, these sort of people who have an interest.
They are
in the particular
biased.
area,
They are placed
are
and
placed, and then, of course, the bias comes.
what you call them vested interests.
Yes, yes. that's
Vested
right.
interests. You see, vested interest is the word. Huh?
She gets a ride from London to again.
He left it. He took your watch.
Religious leader, born.
I hope he'll return it.
And when.
He'll return, no doubt. But good, your watch has gone with him. It will do some good to him.
Because it would be, they would be using.
He didn't even have a watch with himself. What sort of an interviewer he is?
Yesterday.
Yesterday, whenever, it doesn't matter.
No, so would you introduce?
Like,
No, I would say that is he going to come in the film or not? Just now he's very upset and angry.
no, I think it's just
No, I
sound.
don't think
isn't
it's
it?
just sound. I think.
It's sound, is it? It's,
Because if they like this, then they can come down tomorrow and do it themselves with their own television.
no, no. पानी नहीं ये कर रहे हैं क्योंकि इसका सिर्फ voice sound है. I'll have some water, please.
Unless you would
Little
like
more.
to self-tape
It is.
for us.
It's all right. It's all right. Is there water here? Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you.